While much of the media has moved on, the clashes between pro and anti-Trump fans have continued. You have the individual variety. We recently found out that a black Muslim woman was assaulted by a Trump supporter who was yelling racist slurs at her. So that's happening. And then you also have the group variety. And thankfully, our roving political correspondent, Jordan Chariton, was in Indiana. He went to the site of a Donald Trump rally, and he found a clash between the people who love and the people who hate Donald Trump. And you're going to see that in this video.
Get a job! Get a job!
All these kids aren't even old enough to vote. That's what kills me.
Fucking losers.
All the Spanish, illegal.
Get a job! You're gonna need one when Trump gets in.
What? Fuck Donald Trump!
Yeah.
Fuck Donald Trump, motherfucker! You hear me? You hear me?
Protesters stormed over here where Donald Trump supporters are. About 7, 8, 9, 10 police officers had to get in the middle of it.
Okay, so we're going to have Jordan actually talking with both the pro and the anti-Trump people shortly. But there you have it. They're getting very close together. Thankfully, no pepper spray at this particular clash. And the people running across the street with the signs were against Trump. And I understand their passion, their fervor, their hatred for Trump, the reason that they want to shove a fuck Trump sign into the face of those who support him. And that doesn't mean I necessarily think you should get in their face for nothing else than your own safety, considering we know how violent the Trump supporters tend to be. But what do you think about this? Do you think that you're there to defend against what you see as an assault on democracy, an assault on the future of our country? You have the Trump supporters yelling out repeatedly, "Go get a job. You're going to need it when Trump gets into office." Do you think that this is a productive use of their time? We want activism.
You know, I think those people do feel like it is, because I think that they view this, like the one guy was saying in the video, that they just come like they're having a parade, like they're going to come flaunt their racism in our face. Mm-hmm. Like they're looking at a Trump rally as like, you know, a KKK rally in a sense. That's so the people who live there. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. I think they needed, for their own psyche, to feel like they're standing up against them. Like, we have to go say something. We can't just let this happen, because, you know, then we are, you know, all the bad Hitler comparisons with Trump, which I don't buy. But so then you have to stand up and say something. So I think, you know, so yeah, I think it actually might be a good use of time. I don't encourage people. It looks like violence is going to happen. That's not good. No. And but again, I understand how people feel like, this is my hometown. I don't want this shit going on in my hometown. I got to stand up and let people know that this isn't who we are. Yeah. Even though this guy is pulling a scab off of us right now. I would go that way. I like that the Trump supporters do that thing, get a job, which I thought rock and roll made that a shitty thing to say. Like, I always felt like
to yell at young people.
Yeah, for having to get out, hey, long hair, and, you know, all that stuff. Like, well, I grew up in a time when, like, that was uncool to say, and now everyone's...
And they probably thought it was uncool at one point too.
Yeah, but now it's like they're saying it. And by the way, so they're yelling, "Go get a job," to people who are out protesting during the day. You're also during the day at a protest.
The only evidence they have that the anti-Trump people don't have a job is equally applicable to them.
Yeah, that it's during the day and they're not at work. Yeah. Well, it's also during the day and you are also not at work. You're here accompanied to a hate rally.
Yeah, maybe you should get a job. And look, we know back during the discussions about Obamacare, you'd have the people who were like fervently, "I hate Obamacare, I hate it." I want to stay with my Medicare. I hate the socialized welfare.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance that a lot of the people in the Trump line don't have jobs, and then they're just like happy to hear people around them yelling these hateful things. And
They all can't be lucky enough to have racist employers who let them off to go to a Trump rally.
I
look like
couldn't help but notice there was a visual difference between the sides. That's why in the video we're going to show you in just a minute, it doesn't say in the video when he's talking to a Bernie supporter or a Hillary supporter and when he's talking to a Trump supporter.
You can
usually tell with the context. You can usually tell.
Well,
and that, look, a politician is not 100% responsible for who likes them, but Trump is because of his rhetoric. He has tried to get the following that he has.
Have we shown the part of the video yet where the woman is yelling, Obama took our rights away? Did we show that part yet?
Oh, well, yeah. Why don't we go to Jordan is going to be talking with people on both sides of that dispute in the video right here.
Why do you guys want to get up in their face?
Just so that they know that it's real. It's not, they're kind of treating it like it's a parade, like they're coming down and they're waving and shit. This isn't one of those types of situations.
Were you part of that surge over there that just stormed the gates?
Yeah, I was.
Why were you part of that?
Because I hate Donald Trump.
We have a diverse community. We have Polish, Irish, Italian, Jewish, African American,
it doesn't matter what
Mexicano, you know, and we are all in this community together. So anything that's dividing us is not good for this country or our city or anybody.
When he talks that way about Hispanic people, those are my brothers and sisters.
Yes, they are.
Trump, he's going to win. He's going to make America great again.
What do you think of the protesters storming you guys just now?
This is something. This is something.
Go get dumped themselves.
Free speech.
Go get dumped themselves?
Yes, we are for Trump all the way.
You think they have a point over there?
No,
No? How come?
because I'm for Trump and he's the only man that can make America realize that we need to stand up for our rights.
What happened to your rights?
They've been taken away by Obama.
They can say what they want. Everybody's done told me, oh, you guys, the Mexicans, the blacks, the drug dealers, rapists.
Thank you.
I'm a tow truck driver. I've been here 32 years. My family's busted their ass to live here.
The wall's crazy. I don't know. I just think the wall is kind of crazy. That's the only thing I'm kind of not for, but
So you understand why Mexican people might be protesting?
definitely, yeah.
A lot of them are upset, obviously. He's made comments about Muslims, Mexicans, women. You're not worried about any of that?
No, I'm not worried about that at all.
How come?
Because Trump is correct.
About everything?
Yep, pretty much.
This is what this country's about. This is America right here. This is the values of America. It's standing up for what you feel for, so that's what we're going to do.
If he becomes president, where do you see the country in 4 years?
You see the separation of how it was today? Get ready to get seeing that more often, way more often.
So you think like segregated?
Not segregated, but the people against the people.
I love that we have Jordan out there talking to people, especially the people on the other side, because we know roughly what some of the young Dems think and everything. But on the Republican side, we don't necessarily talk to a lot of those people, see a lot of those people. So it's great that he has the footage of them, and you can see more of Jordan's reporting and interviews he's done. He's talking with pretty much everybody. He's covered the New York voter suppression in depth, talking with all the people involved in the case. You can see that at youtube.com/TYTpolitics. And yeah, so I love, just like you did, the woman who's yelling out about Obama took away our rights. And like we were talking during the video, yeah, we can list some ways that Obama has infringed on her rights. But she doesn't know about those. It's all the fantasy. He's a Kenyan sorts of infringements on our
He's
rights.
bringing communism. He's like Hitler because he's trying to take over the health care. Okay.
Yeah. This is, America, this is an easy test. This is like, okay, let's throw up a politician so ridiculous, so over the top, so un-American, and then this is an easy test for you to pass. Just say, I don't support him, and you don't seem like a kook. But there's a certain percentage of the population, an increasing amount on the right, who can't pass that test. And they don't realize what's supporting this man after all that we know now, what it represents about you and about your ideology. And it's not good. They should be ashamed. Young people, like that young North Face kid who says that he's right about everything, that he doesn't care about the comments about the Muslims and about the Mexicans. Why? Well, perhaps demographically, because he's not going to be targeted by Trump next. That he doesn't know better, that he doesn't care. It's depressing sometimes to realize what people believe in your country.
What's depressing is to see a line full of people like that out in front of your comedy show on a Friday night.
I bet it's got to feel good to see a long line, though.
I've worked Indiana plenty, and I've had to entertain a lot of those motherfuckers.